Hi there, you wonderful awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose of jorose.com, numerologist and energy healer. In today's video, I will be talking about the personal year 4 energy for 2019. I just want to share though, I haven't shared this in my other personal year videos or other videos, and I'm going to start sharing it from now on. When we talk about who you are and why you're here, and we look at all the information that we're given, whether it be in school and education, on YouTube, in training programs, most things are focused on the material world, the physical world. But my lovelies, as you find being awakening beings and spiritual souls, what we're looking at are 4 elements, 4 bodies that we encumber. That is the emotional, the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. And I'm glad I remembered to put it in this one because it's the personal year 4 and it's all about the 4, the structure, the support, the box, the boundaries, pushing against them, pushing outside them. Personal year 4. But before I share personal year 4, let's recap on what the universal year has for us. So the universal year is bringing a 3 energy, and we get this by adding together the current year, 2019. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. I have created a video for you, link below, and at the end of this video will come up in a screenshot. Take a look at it because it will help you understand the energy you are riding, and it's so important for you, personal year 4s, to understand this because it's a conflicting of what your year has to offer, but it's a year that you've got to ride through this energy. The energy is creativity, social, self-expression, emotions. And why is this not for the 4? The 4s are very close with their emotions. I know I'm talking generally about the 4 and not the personal year here, but you may find yourself this year more close with your emotions because of this. And emotions may be the last thing you want to deal with, but hey, the universe is going to chuck them at us, so they're going to come up fast and furious. Creativity is a good one to encumber or to embrace. When I see a 3 and a 4 come up together, I often say to people, think of an architect, creative and structured. And you need to embrace this creative energy of 2019 for your structured year. How do you work out what your personal year is? In this case, I will share with you the birthday 14th of May. Now, we reduce down every digit to a single digit. 14 would be 1 plus 4 equals 5. May is the 5th month, 5, and we've already worked out that the universal year is a 3. So if we add 5 plus 5 plus 3, we get 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Personal year 4. So last year you were in a personal year 3, and you probably felt way more spirited and free and creative and social and inspired than you do at the beginning of this year. So what did you get from last year? All that time out that if you had taken it is here to serve you for this year. It's leaving you prepped for the hard-working year you have ahead. Now, I don't generally like to focus on work because it's very material, but it is a large part of our life. And the last video I did was personal year 8, another work-orientated number. So there is a lot about work here. If you aren't working, don't feel excluded. You know, running a family, running a home, this is still about work, and you can use this to build your relationships at home, in your community, in your social services, whether you work for yourself or you are employed. So take note, there is plenty here in these videos, and I find that I really do give such a lot, and they're worth pinning and referring to as there's a month-by-month step in here. So this year is about order, structure, commitment, foundations, security, planning. It's a time to be realistic, practical and determined. If you can do that, great, full steam ahead. However, you will be hit by limitations and frustrations. This year requires hard work, perseverance and versatility. I want to say deal with all the postponed. It's a good year to buy or renovate a property. Business can be highly successful because, as I said to you, it's a business number. And anytime the 4 and 8 come together, that's business. So look out for your 8 in this month. Look out for your 4s in this month. Also your 6s, because 6 is a good business number, family businesses. So this works for all kind of businesses. I want you to, your main focus this year is building a foundation. I've got my camera wonky at the moment because the 4 is very precise and practical, and I'm going against the grain here to have my camera wonky. So it might look like my picture's wonky, but this picture behind me is a great mantra for you to have for this year. Where you invest your love, you invest your life. And I'm all about that no matter what number you're in. But really, the 3 energy, self-expression, do what you love. You know, we go to work to pay the bills. Well, go and do a job you love to pay the bills. Let's move on to what you've got in store month by month. First, I said it's about creating stability, security, structure. The 4 energy likes to know it's got a nest egg there. Starting the year off with January. Well, you start the year off with an energy that is not friendly with the 4 energy. It's a 5 energy, and it's all about change, havoc, chaos. You may feel after last year and this freedom that you had, this 4 energy is a bit restricted, and there's probably some doubt whether you can get your business off the ground, get a promotion this year, achieve the tasks that you've got set ahead. You might question your direction. What I want to say is persevere, get practical, get hands-on. There is an opportunity of travel this month, whether it be for business, and it could be unexpected, or for pleasure. Take the time to reflect on what you really want the outcome to be for this year. Opportunities could arise this month. Be open. The 4 is a very rigid number, likes everything in place. Other numbers will crop up and bring opportunities to you. Don't chase too many shiny carrots, but do look if the opportunity supports the flow you are moving in currently in 2019 and forward. Yeah, that's it for that month. Moving on to February, it's a 6 energy, increased workload, bit more focus than last month. You could receive some rewards and recognitions from your community, from your work, from your family. Talking about family, this year being very work-minded, I've already told you the 4s emotionally close. Do add spots in your diary for family time. I will mention relationships a few times throughout the video, and family and the support. I explained in my 2018 video, check the link out, the energy was really about relationships, and the way we're moving forward, it's more about people buying, relationship building than selling. That whole aggressive way of being is outdated now. So move forward, work on your relationships. As a soul, we're whole and complete. As a human, we've come here as a human to learn from the relationships. They reflect, they mirror back what we need to develop and grow from. Where was I? February. So February could be a good time. The 6 energy is about home and the garden and family. Good time to remodel, renovate, repair your home. Get the jobs out of the way before you really get stuck into your business year. You can still run your business year, but I'm just saying, perhaps on your time away from your career path, that you spend some time fixing up your home, making it a better place. The 4 loves the home. The 4 loves the box, the structure, the security and everything from the home, whether it's rented or owned, whether it's mobile or static. The 4 energy wants a place to go and retreat. It wants a place where it can feel safe and secure. Relationships are good. It's a 6 energy. It's about relationships. Work on them. Give them time. What do I want to say? Yeah, just don't forget the importance of family and friends. Don't forget the importance of support. It's not all about taking. We do need to give back. We'll be very busy this year in this 4 energy. So if you can get everyone as a team, and the 4 is really all about team effort, if you can create a team at home, at work, then you're going to have a much, much better supportive year ahead. March is a 7 energy. Pay attention to your dreams, both day and night. There's many things online about understanding your dreams. When you awake, whether it be day or night, from the dream, what was you thinking about before the dream? Because there's a way that you can tie it up, whether you're running away or running towards something, whether it's feeling naked, feeling rejoiced, recognized, etc. Pay attention. And you know what? When it comes through in your dreams, it's your unconscious mind coming through, talking to you. Pay attention to those dreams. It's a great month for problem solving. The 7 is the number of seeking and searching. It's a mastery number. If you want to be trained this month, go and do some training. If you feel like it's time to teach your staff or teach your clients something new, then create a teaching program. Create something where you can teach others. Problem solving, you know, the 7 is so wise. It looks at every angle. It's the least risk-taking number because it looks at all angles, all opportunities. Let's get more and more information so we can make a good decision. Sometimes we have to make a decision right here and now, and other times we've got time to think about it. Whenever you've got a 7, start using this energy to help you. Foresight is much better than hindsight. Lots of work, but take self-care. The 7, take time out to meditate. Go for walks in your lunch break. Be mindful. Watch the food you eat. You know, much food has got a lot of chemicals in it that isn't good for our body. The 7 is asking you to respect your body, to respect your mind, to respect your emotions, and to respect your spiritual being. 8. April is an 8. Be organized. Remember the details. Steady as she goes. You know, it's a steady process. The 8 has got this big vision and wants to move forward, and there is a chance of reward and recognition. There's a chance of a bonus. There's a chance of more income. There's a chance of however you would receive whatever your business or your home life receives, there is a high chance of you receiving something. Perhaps you've been nominated for an award in one of the magazines or in your field of industry. Get yourself out there. You need to be recognized. You need to be known. I said, remember the details. The 4 energy is all about details. The 8, the big vision. You may get frustrated with all the details, but they're so important. So make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. I also want to say, check your money in and out. Check your bank accounts. You know, I've heard of people that had accountants for years, and the next thing is they find out there's no money left in their account. I'm not saying all accountants are bad, but let's take stock of our finances. Who's in charge of our money? Who's collecting our money? Who owes us money? Who do we owe money to? Make a note, pay the money back, go seek the money that you're entitled to. What about asking for a raise? A raise, yes. If you're working, it's a good time to ask. It's a good time to promote yourself for promotion moving forward. It's a good time to talk to colleagues, talk about business. If you are socialize business-wise. It's outside. We don't know when we're connecting and socializing, and we talk to people. If we're sharing our insight or our business, it may not be the person we're talking to, but you don't know who they know that they can introduce you to. They could be your future clients, or they could be your future support dream team. Now, May is a 9 energy, and it's all about letting go. So what is it that you've got to let go of? Relationships, subscriptions, practices, behaviors, negative thinking. It's a time for compassion and forgiveness. If you've got people that are working for you or working with you, take time out to give them compassionate feedback, sandwich feedback, inspirational feedback. The 3 energies about inspiring others. I say the better you can be yourself and how you deal with others inspires others. Take your time to step in their shoes. The 9 is a very compassionate, serving energy, and it's less about you and more about others. Forgive yourself for things that you've made mistakes for. If you find yourself criticizing, I should have done this and I should have done that, let go of the word should. Could you at that moment? And if you could, would you? Chances are, if you're being reactive and not proactive, you couldn't. So don't beat yourself up, but start looking at how you can improve your way of being. It's a good month to take time out and do something charitable, maybe a swimathon or run a marathon or something, a walkathon that you're connected. Take time to volunteer. Are there services in your community that you can go and help out on? The 9 energy is self-sacrificing and serving of others. What I'm saying within the business side is just let go of what's not serving you. If you've got staff that aren't pulling their weight, it's time to talk to them. Perhaps they just need re-guidance and retraining, or it's time to move on. If it's in your job, same. Do you need retraining, re-guidance? Is there a different position in your company that you're working for, or is it time to move on? And I really want to say, think about your diet. Think about your health. Are you going to bed on time? Are you getting up at a nice time? Are you becoming consistent with this? Do you take exercise? Do you eat well? Or are you in this year where it's all work, 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 eating too many things that aren't good for you? June is a 1 energy. New starts, new projects. I'm not going to say it's like the 1 energy, the personal year 1, where it's many, many new beginnings. But perhaps you've been looking at things, you let go of some things last month and you've got some new ideas, new projects. Get them in place. Perhaps you've got some new ideas for your website, new ideas for your business. You're going to do some team building. It's a great time to stand up and take leaderships. Oh yes, I want to say new starts. So new starts could mean relationships. And something that springs to mind is because you're so busy at work and you don't get time to get home, single or in a relationship, be mindful of office affairs, office flings. This is not a good thing to happen. And I want you to take time, if there is somebody at work that you're attracted to, just make sure it doesn't get in the way of business and it isn't a fleeting moment. Often when we're overworked and we haven't got time to go home to de-stress, which we should be, because I've mentioned family and relationships are important, is you may find yourself having lunch more with one person, going for a drink after work, or staying late with somebody. And just be mindful of where that's going. July is a 2 energy. Relationships may feel sensitive. The 2 energy is all about the relationships. We've already said the 3 energy is highly emotional this year. And so I want you to be sensitive at work. How do you give feedback? Do you appear aloof or aggressive? Or do you appear too soft and, not compassionate, but just too soft and fluffy? You're not achieving something. If something needs to be said, find an assertive way to say it. Same as at home. Busy work. Are you taking time out for your relationships? Please make sure you have some time for those relationships at home, because otherwise you'll find that it can lead to cracks within the home environment. 2, again, is a slower energy, like the 7 energy, I didn't mention, but it is a slower energy. 2, take time out, reconnect to nature, meditate, be mindful, and connect with your colleagues and your family. Again, step into their shoes. What is their perspective? See it also from their eyes, not just their eyes, not just your eyes. And can you chunk up to not a compromise, but to a better result and solution. August is a 3 energy, the energy of the universe. Time to relax. Get yourself out there. Entertain, be entertained. Add some fun to compensate for your workload. You've been stuck in this hamster wheel and it's really time to social. If you feel like work is so important, just do social work projects. Get out in the community, get out in your industry, get out in different industries that can support your industry. Be creative on your website, be creative in your programs, your planning, your whatever social media you've got. Get out there and be creative. Remember, where you invest your love, you invest your life. In this year, it can feel very much like work, and you don't feel that there's a love. You need to love what you do, because when you love what you do, it shows and it helps you shine bigger, bolder, brighter and better. So take time out. I want you to confront any injustice that may come up, because there could be some injustice that comes up this month. Face the fear and do it anyway. I was talking to somebody the other day that needed to do something, but she had a whole bunch of fears in her head. And when we looked at this logically, it was just a step-by-step process that she had to look at. The 4 energy is very step-by-step. The 3 energy is creative. The 3 and the 4, solution solve. That is a great energy to come together and solution solve. October. October is a 4 energy, and October always gives us a taster. Not October, sorry, I've missed September out. September is a 4 energy, and the 4 energy in the 4 year. So this year's really going to feel like, climbing up a hill, stuck on a hamster wheel. So much work, too much detail, so little time. Again, I'm going to remind you about your relationships. What can you offload? What can you share? When we carry so many burdens, we're already fatigued and tired before we get out there. Watch your health. Be mindful of stress related. How are you carrying things? A problem shared is a problem halved. There may feel restrictions, limitations, things not going right, or taking a longer time to get results and answered. I know when you look back in a year or so's time, you will look at this month and go, that was the turning point. That's when it really came together. Tie up any loose ends and release procrastination. Understand why procrastination comes up. Find joy in the chores. Find joy in every job that you do. I know if I'm grumpy making a dinner, you can taste it in my food. So you've got to put joy into what you're doing. Invest. This is what I'm saying. Invest. Moving on to October, it's a 5 energy. October always gives us a taster of next year. So yes, a lot of work, a lot of commitment, whether it was at home, whether it was in work or in our community groups that we're a part of. Work. Next year, it's going to feel a little bit more chaotic. Work will still be there. You'll want more adventure, more variety. If you've created in this year a solid foundation for your home life, for your business life, for your relationship life, then you can go and have your adventures. There could be a possible last-minute business trip this month, transfer, promotion, a relocation. I mentioned earlier in the video that it's a good year to buy a new home or remodel a new home. Well, you could relocate now. I know it's towards the end of the year. If you haven't already done it, this could be the time that you do relocate. Promote yourself, take chances. Your sales could increase. Share what it is that you're all about. The year is about inspiring others. So get out there, inspire and be inspired. November is a 6 energy. Workload it's considerable, but somehow it seems to be coming together. Perhaps you've let go of the the projects that weren't working, and you're now working on the projects that are working. Find time for family and friends, and coach, don't teach. Coach, help people move forward. You'll have less stress in your business or with your clients if you help them find their solutions. Start doing this, because next year you want to be less hands-on and more free. You want to be less working in the business and more working on the business. We're going to end the year with a 7 energy. December is a 7 energy. So with all that's gone on this year, this fast hamster wheel, take time out, contemplate, rejoice your riches, have gratitude. If you can look at everything with golden nugget eyes, everything as a gift, you'll be amazed at how much you've grown this year. The journey is not about work. The journey is about your soul's growth. So take time to replenish. Perhaps take a trip away. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in action and results, we don't spend time visualizing and reflecting. So reflect over the year. Next year, you won't want it to be such a hard work load. You'll feel now that you want to incorporate more diversity into your life. So take this month out to do just that. I hope you've had a lot of insight from this. It is about business, as I said, but your home is a business, you are a business, you're out selling yourself, connecting, building relationships. If you didn't sell yourself to get a job interview or a client, you wouldn't have the income to live in your house that you live in. So everything is a business. Everything is a pleasure. Everything needs to be loved. And where you invest your love, you invest your life. If you've enjoyed this video, then please like, subscribe and share. If you like this and you want to find out what your partners or your work colleagues' videos are, then press that bell so you can be notified of my next personal year videos that are coming up, or any videos that I share throughout the year. I'm all about you embracing your life, your spiritual life, your mental life, your emotional life, and your physical life. It's your life, LYFE. Love yourself first every day. It's the only way. Have an amazing 2019, and I'll see you in my next video.